he might be at the Novo that held 2,300 people, and it was a struggle to sell that out on stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was grinding. I met that dude walking down Sunset Boulevard 2 o'clock in the morning with a backpack full of CDs by himself, a real Rolling 60 Crip by his fucking self.
Right.
Half the motherfucking CDs his enemy, but he out there grinding, trying to get his off. That's how I met this man.
Hustling.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had a problem with the 2,300 capacity on stage.
Mm-hmm.
But here go the kicker.
Mm-hmm.
How he sell out 18,000 in the casket.
Yeah, y'all know what it is, your boy King Lucky Money Man, and I'm back with another video. Listen, man, this one right here is interesting. You know what I mean? This is story time, of course. We are still on the road to 10K subs. And hey, first of all, I want to appreciate everybody that has been subbing to the channel, man, and showing love, sharing the content, and most of all, commenting on the content. You know what I mean? So, if you guys that follow my channel, I do real reaction videos, and I do story time, and I do how-to videos. I kind of do like a mixture of everything, but everything is authentic and real. But this time it's story time, and this one right here is on WACK 100, West Coast WACK 100. Man, you all guys, everybody know him from being on Clubhouse TV. He's always he had this thing called exposing rappers and street people, and you know what I'm saying, as far as like basically like I guess let the general public, let these people see who they really are, excuse me, outside of the camera. You know what I mean? Their real lives, I guess. Personally, I'm not a fan of that. You know what I mean? Exposing people, this, that, the third. But hey, that's what they got going on. I think that we need to. I think it's a lot of, and I'm not just speaking to them. I'm just speaking in general. It's a lot of things that we could be doing as far as our culture, as far as teaching the youth and everybody that's behind us, and our own peers within itself. But anyway, this story is goes to a studio session of one of his artists, True Car. I'm not sure if True Car is still with WACK 100 ENT. I think he is though, but shout out to True Car, man. That's my guy. We actually developed a cool relationship out after that event when I met him and WACK on this particular night. But anyway, it was a listening session for True Car in Texas at an undisclosed location, which I was invited there. It was a dope session, cool night, cool vibes. You know what I'm saying? The vibes was 100. And while True Car was doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, he's going over his songs, this, that, and third. So while I'm in the crowd, you know, I'm filming. And at the time, I used to do I used to interview a lot of celebs at the time. So, and that's how I'm able to bring you guys these great stories. But anyway, I noticed WACK 100, he was in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? He was in the crowd. He wasn't, what I mean by that, he wasn't like making a scene. Like I don't even think a lot of people even knew who he was. Now mind you, like the room was packed. It was a bunch of bloggers, media people there, DJs. Hollywood Baby was there. Of course, it was his hosting event, and a lot of top people was in that building that night. And like I said, from my POV, like I said, when I noticed WACK, like I said, he was standing. I think he was with his wife. I could be wrong, like I said, but I seen him standing next to a female. Could have been his manager. I don't know. But that's just in my mind. I just put it together like that. Maybe it was his wife or something. But anyway, I know, like I said, he was just standing there, just enjoying the, you know what I'm saying, the listening session, just like everybody else. So of course I'm a hustler. So I think it was like between songs or something. It was like an intermission or something. And I made my way over there. I tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, "Yo, man, I'm King Lucky. You know what I mean? Woo. I do interviews. Hey, yo, man, I would like to do an interview with you." And I got to give WACK his credit. Like I said, he immediately was like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, I think I let him know. I was like, "Yeah, give me about 5 minutes. I'll let you know which room we was going to be in." Like I said, 'cause we was in the top studio session. I mean, the top studio location to where they have like 4 or 5 different rooms. So the room that we went in was adjacent to the room the actual students listening session was in. So it literally was like a glass you could see. Basically we was in the room next to it. Let's just say that. Anyway, like I said, about 5 or 10 minutes go by, I walked back over the way he was. I was like, "Yo, bro, you ready?" He was like, "Sure." He told the person he was with he'd be right back. And mind you, he don't know me from a can of paint. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is our first time interacting with one another. And we walk into the other room. And mind you, this is after he made the I don't want to say controversial. Yeah, I could say controversial statement that he was saying that Nipsey wasn't a legend, and you know Nipsey had only put out one album. No, he caught a lot of backlash for that, and he also a lot of people agree. A lot of people agree with what he said if he was just looking at it straight down the board. But he caught a lot of flack for that. But anyway, we actually had a great interview. Like I said, it was on the fly, and he said some, and during this interview, I'm about to show y'all this clip in a minute. He said a lot of great things. I heard him say like about how he want to build a community, how he want to, use his influence to better the community, this, that, and the third. So that's why a lot of times when I hear him on Clubhouse, a lot of stuff he be saying, like I say, but I don't be knowing if this is entertainment or is this real thing or what. So a lot of times I be like, yo, because like I say, I only go our first impression. Like I said, he was just straight down the board, like on some positive shit. Like I said, you know what I'm saying. But without further ado, you know what I mean. This is the interview with Clubhouse TV. He's also on the Adam and WACK 100 show on YouTube. You can find that. Without further ado, just the clip right here. It's your boy King Lucky Money, man. Real reaction videos, man. Yeah! Y'all see who I got right here, man. The man from the West Coast, bro. What's happening with you, baby?
Oh, man, shit, just in Dallas, man. Loving it, man.
Yeah.
I always love the city, but it's even more love when you feel the love, man. When you're in a bunch of people, a room full of people that's showing you love and respect, man.
For the people that don't know who you are, that follow me, that's been up under a rock, introduce yourself.
My name is WACK 100. I'm from the West Coast.
Right.
I'm the VP of Cash Money West. I'm the CEO of 100 Entertainment.
Right.
Fifth Amendment Entertainment. The Game, Ray J, Blueface, True Car, Coyotes, and a host of others. You know what I mean? All guys that I manage or that's directly signed to me. I'm from the West Coast. I'm a power root, but I'm into the unity thing. You know what I mean? So it's like bringing our culture together to where we can redefine us and redefine who we are and who we should be. So, you know, my whole mission is to help rebuild the bridges that we once tore down through stupidity and ignorance. You know what I mean? There's growth in your manifestation, so what comes from that should be results.
Facts.
You know
and I'm glad you said that because every artist, every person, every artist on my interview, the first thing I ask them is, what inspires them to do what they do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I want to ask you the same thing. What inspires WACK 100 to get up in the morning and give these people opportunity?
Well, you know, I was told probably about 20 years ago by Suge Knight when I was running with him on a day-to-day. He said, the time gonna come when you're gonna have to carry the torch, so you got an obligation to this. You know what I mean? It's like, it's our job to be here for our people who can't do the things that we do. And we have to enhance the things that they do that we can't do. So it was like, kind of like he kind of molded me and groomed me to it. And it's like, I'm really the only one like myself that'll come out here and run the field with these youngsters. That'll grab them when they don't have numbers or 50 million Instagram followers and no strings.
Straight mold.
And see a talent in them and put the time and effort into building them from nothing. So, you know, I gotta get at to the ones that I can get at to.
I think that's dope, bro. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna give you your flowers right now. Keep doing that shit right there. The thing about it, like you just said, independent, taking somebody from here to there. Like, what are you instilling in these artists that you work with? Of course, you know what I'm saying. You ain't no stranger to like the climate that we in right now. The murders of these artists, King Von, RP King Von, Mo 3s, like that shit is real. You know what I mean? So what kind of direction are you giving your artists that you're working with?
Don't let peer pressure dominate your mental, because that's really what it's about. I hate to say it, but here go the math. you guys go to Instagram because somebody said something or did something or posted something, and you see this dude got 50,000 likes on it, and it angers you. Well, let me ask yourself, how many of those 50,000 people, how you know this not a kid sitting up in Maine with some bifocal glasses that really don't make a difference? And you about to make a decision because you felt like the peer pressure of this thing got you obligated to respond or do something. You're going to respond, go ahead and respond and say we respond, keep it in the booth.
Right.
Let the best man on the mic win.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because and to our OGs, we got to start getting more involved in controlling these situations.
Facts.
So they don't get blown out of proportion. You know what I mean? Shout out to a lot of cats on the West Coast, Big U, Wacko, you know, Blue. There's a lot of cats out there, Top Dog, to where we had these meetings. There's a lot of shit to get out of hand on the West Coast, but we talk about it and our youngsters listen to us.
Right.
I can pride myself on saying on the last 10 years, there's been very minimum. There hasn't been any studio shootings. There hasn't been any club shootings.
Right.
Hasn't been any festivals, anything wrecked behind gang violence or rap beef on the West Coast, because we ain't going for it.
Right. I think that's dope, bro. Let me ask you something. We just got to talk about social media. What is the biggest misunderstanding about WACK 100 that people don't know?
First of all, I think because I'm straightforward and direct, and I tend to say the things that others won't say, because that's just who I am as a person. I think people take a lot of things I say as disrespect, and I'm a strong believer in the truth can never be considered disrespect.
Right.
The truth is the truth, and I think a lot of people don't just like to look at themselves or look at the situation and call a spade when you should look at it to better self.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and I'm glad you said that you put your spin on it, because everybody has their own perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And 'cause I know you speaking like with the terms with the Nipsey stuff, with the legend. Social media took that and took off.
Well, we talking music. And
Right.
when we talking music, it's not even about my personal preference of music. Personally, Nipsey had 4 or 5 songs that I thought was great, thought was hits.
Right.
Last Time I checked is one of my favorites. You know what I mean? I was a part of his, him getting his first situation with Big U and Steve LaBelle, you know, through the works of things that Gamer did for him. But his music, his numbers, whether I like your music or not, it's a lot of artists, I ain't never listened to their music, but the numbers and the longevity, they done did 10, 15 projects. They done sold 100, 200, 300 million motherfucking albums. They done been on tours for the last 10, 15, 20 years. So when we use that word legend in music, so it has to be a body of work.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think the people called on the Nipsey later? Because when you do
they never called on the Nipsey. They called onto a situation that happened in Nipsey.
Then they dived into his
through
career.
them feeling sorry for the situation that happened in Nipsey. A lot of them jumped on the bandwagon, because you got to understand if the Nipsey had the push that the world perceived he had, he would have been a lot bigger star than what he was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's
I agree.
some real
I
shit.
definitely agree.
You know what I mean? Like you got a situation where he might be at the Novo that held 2,300 people, and it was a struggle to sell that out on stage, right? And he was grinding. I met that dude walking down Sunset Boulevard 2 o'clock in the morning with a backpack full of CDs by himself, a real Rolling 60 crib by his fucking self. Half the motherfucking CDs his enemy, but he out there grinding trying to get his off. That's how I met this man.
Hustling.
Right? And he had a problem with the 2,300 capacity on stage. But here go the kicker. How he sell out 18,000 in the casket. You know why? Because it's a whole lot of motherfuckers playing.
Hold on. So basically what he's saying is, y'all,
at the Staples Center.
Stop. If you're going to support the artist, support him now.
Here. Don't jump on the
wait,
bandwagon.
Right.
Don't jump on the bandwagon because he gone, because it's kind of like you being in church, right? And you see one dude jump up and then she got the Holy Ghost, and the lady jump up, and you like, well, damn, everybody jumping up. Should I jump up? And you jump up and you just mimic what you think you saying. Right? It's the same thing.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
This man had great music.
He did.
Everything he was doing within his community, within his business, he was doing openly while he was alive.
Right.
When nobody wanted to give him that.
Right.
Why am I turning the radio on and for 45 minutes you spending nothing but Nipsey Hussle, but yeah, you couldn't put one of his songs in rotation? Why?
To the managers, to the other WACK 100s out there in that camera right there, that aspiring want to manage artists, like what direction 100 that's in the camera?
Make sure your resources is right, and if you really honor, love, and respect that artist, don't hold them back. If you can reach out to another management team, and maybe you got to come off some of your points to get your artist where you need to be, because they know some things you don't know. Do what it takes, man, to empower your artists. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of homeboy management out there, and the artists feel some kind of way because that's their homeboy, but yet they know they can go across the street and win, but then their homeboy is like, oh man, if you do that, what about me? But then it's like, you know, oatmeal beats no meal. 100% of nothing is nothing. So if you're not doing nothing, and because you're not doing nothing, is doing nothing for him, but then you can go across the street and maybe come off some of your points and turn that nothing into a 50%, then that's what you should do. And then educate yourself. Don't be scared to ask. A lot of people approach me, I'll give you the game. You know what I mean? I want.
Because you was blessed with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the game. Me giving you the game to help your artist is not gonna hurt me. If you help your artist, that means I got another resource I can call to help another one of my artists.
Facts. We got WACK 100 in the building. You feel me? Any words of encouragement? Any words of encouragement?
Man, to my people, stay safe.
Yeah.
Let's protect our children. Let's protect our women. Let's definitely protect ourselves. Let's have a little more patience.
Right.
Let's swallow our pride. Let's like, you know, be better listeners.
Right.
Let's stop the violence, and let's keep empowering our people, and let's make this world a better place to be. Definitely. 100 Entertainment, Cash Money West. I'm here for those that may want to talk to me. You see me, I'm approachable. You know what I mean? I'm human just like you. I come from a gutter, welfare mama, dope fiend daddy. So at the end of the day, you know, I don't forget where I come from. So you see me, you know, come talk to me, man. I'll talk back.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
It's love.